In this video, we're going to look at the difference between a scalar and a vector and look at some examples of each of these. So a scalar has only magnitude. So it's magnitude only. So by magnitude, we mean just a number. A vector has a magnitude and direction. So here are some examples. So example of a magnitude would be distance. So a distance is how much ground is covered. This could be in meters, kilometers, or miles. However, displacement is a vector. Displacement is a change in position. Distance is the amount of ground covered. On your car, it would be your odometer reading. Displacement would be your change in position, and this would indicate direction as well. So here's an example. So I could say 3 meters, that would be distance, but if I said 3 meters east, that would be displacement. Okay. So here's another example. Here I have a line, number line, so 0, 10, 20, 30. Okay, and let's say that I go from 10 to 30, and then I go from 30 back to 20. Okay, and we're going to also use compass directions. Here's north, south, here's west, here's east. Okay, so I am going 30. I'm going from 10 to 30 east, and then 30 to 20. I'm going west. So what is my distance and what is my displacement? So my distance is the total ground covered, which is going to be, let's see here, 10, 20, and then back 30. So it's going to be 30 meters. But my displacement is going to be from where I started from. So I started from this point, I ended up this point, so I ended up going to the right 10 meters. So my displacement is my change in position 10 meters to the right, and it's going to be, the direction is going to be east, say east. Okay. All right, so another example of scalar and vector would be speed and velocity. Speed is how fast an object is going, and that's a magnitude. And velocity is speed and direction. More technically, you would say it's the rate at which the position is changing, but for right now, we're going to go ahead and just stick with this. So example of this would be if I said 45 miles per hour, that would be speed. But if I said 45 miles per hour north, then now I am telling you velocity because I am indicating the direction here. Another example of a vector would be acceleration. And acceleration would be another example of velocity because it's the rate at which an object changes its velocity, and it not only has a magnitude but also has direction. Now for speed, there's a simple way to calculate speed from distance. There's a relationship between speed and distance I'd like to show you here. And we can use this triangle. Some people don't need this triangle. Some people find it helpful. If you find it helpful, go ahead and use it. But here it is. So I have speed, distance, and time. Okay, and the equation for speed is distance divided by time. Okay, but sometimes you're not looking for speed. Sometimes you're looking for the distance. So you cover up the d here and see that the distance is speed times time. Or you can cover up the time, and time is, if you cover that up, distance over speed. Now, once again, some people will look at this and say, I know algebra and I could go back and forth here, and that's fine. So you don't need the triangle. But if you can't do that, and you find the triangle to be helpful, go ahead and use a triangle. Now I'd like to leave you with this question. Imagine that you went east 3 meters, and you went north 3 meters, and then you went west 3 meters, and then you went south 3 meters. So my question for you is, what is the distance and what is the displacement?